Spoilers. What's up, guys? What in the world was that? What's up, guys? Zach on the Pencil here, and here we are to do a breakdown / discussion. It'll be quick, but a breakdown / discussion of the chapter 251 spoilers for Jujutsu Kaisen. Golly gee willikers, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a little bit excited, but of course, we're going to try and make it Speedy Gonzalez. Expect a thicker spoiler discussion in a bit, but right now I gotta talk about what I saw in chapter 251, so let's not waste any more time and let's hop right into it. Editing me, ready, 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do happen to have it on me and keep it on me at all times, but I think it's more appropriate to say someone else had it on them and kept it on them at all times. I know. Everyone's freaking out, losing their mind, going crazy, going stupid, but you know I'm feeling a certain type of way about this chapter. But once again, let me set a nice little 15-minute time limit. Let me just go with that to make sure I don't go too crazy. I'm going to go insane anyway. But let's see. So, first things first, primarily, we do get an explanation on how Yuta got cleave. He did eat the final finger. So, I guess this does confirm Ryu's theory, right? But it just feels weird. I don't know. At least the final finger's mentioned here. Once again, I don't really have many, if any, translations. So, I have no idea if this is Yuta saying, I ate the final finger, BT dubs. That's why I have your technique. Or if it's something else. I'm assuming this is what that is. So, Ryu was right. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So, I guess he ate a piece of Charles. He ate a piece of Druv off screen. He ate a piece of Inumaki off screen. And he ate a piece of... who else? We saw Rika eat a piece of Uro. Or, at least get a couple droplets of her juice. So, and then he ate a piece of Angel. So, interesting. I guess Gage didn't want to show that because it's kind of weird. So, I'm fine. You know what? I'm cool, been wrong. Once again, been wrong before. Will be wrong again. Hallelujah. Happy for everyone, especially by Ryu just keeps getting posthumous. What is it? What is it when you get a achievement after you fall? Posthumous? I'm not sure how to say the word. I'm pretty sure it's posthumous. He gets posthumous glaze. He was right about Yuta. He was right about his output. He was right about everything. Ryu just keeps getting glazed. So shout out to Ryu. Next major thing. Man, they start slobber knocking this shot more than previously. They are mink all over Sukuna this chapter, and I'm loving it. I'm telling y'all, and I love it mainly because it's just so drag out and knocked. There's barely anything that feels clean about this, and that's in the best way possible. I say that with all positivity. Look at this. Yuji goes with the mink, and then Sukuna's like, "Oh, you monsters, you beasts, you demons," and Yuta's like, no. And he goes for the inverse palm strike on the belly mouth again. He just loves hitting that thing. I know he's fighting the urge to kiss it. But with that being the case, we see that Yuji, he's just going for, remember, Sukuna's that titan. Meaning, bro leaped in midair, grabbed Sukuna by the dome piece and said, here, hold this for me, bucko. And Sukuna's like, fine, I'll hold that for you, bucko. Gets that knee to the face, looking scrumdiddlyumptious. But then Yuji Itadori has that, he gets that tag on him, which is once again very, very unfortunate for bro. Though admittedly, it goes to show Sukuna's active time and his cursed energy output and everything looking kind of booty meat. Remember, just last chapter, this was confirmed to be a one-shot. If it lands, it lands. But look, Yuji, he gets gripped up, not like a marmot this time. He gets gripped up on the chest like this. But we see this, and sure, he does get hit. He does tag Yuji with it. No, you see Yuji fall here. But Yuji, after getting his genuine chest gets torn open, he just he hawks the meanest loogie ever in Sukuna's face, presumably still doing soul damage. And Sukuna's genuinely disgusted. And then Yuta Okotsu goes for the cleanest uppercut this side of the Mississippi. Bro hits him with the straight from the undertown, straight from the underground, and knocks that boy, drops Yuji, and Yuji's going through it. Bro's he's drowning in it, lost in the sauce. But of course, it's Yuji Itadori, he ain't gonna give up. And we see that Sukuna's like, oh, sweet mother of mercy, it's Yuji Itadori, he won't give up. And we see Rika coming in clutch. And we get a call back to the Manji kick. He pulled this out on Mahito. He's pulling it out on Sukuna. I'm not even sure if he's RCT'd here. It looks like bro just, okay, I've fallen over. I might as well. Went into the handstand, drop kick, bro. Rika, gosh darn it, Rika. Like, what exactly does she do? Oh, she knocks Sukuna away here. Once again, presumably to give these two a little bit of time to recover, but Yuji's like, I do not need time to recover. I need time to throw hands. And immediately goes to throw hands against Sukuna again. And it does work, knocks him around a little bit. But then we see that Sukuna's like, forget about it. I'm feeling like gambling. And he goes for it. He's straight gambling with it. And he goes to undo Hollow Wicker Basket. Now, I've been hearing mixed things. Half of people are saying he's supposed to go for Domain here. Other half are going for World Slash. I believe it's World Slash because I still think he's too damaged to do Domain. Especially at this point. You saw how long it took him to start to cleave. And you saw how unlethal that cleave was. Not on the gauntlets, but on Yuji's chest. I don't think he can do it. So I think he is genuinely going for World Slash here. And I love what everyone does here. Rika goes for the upper arms. Yuji goes for the lower arm. And Yuta goes for the other lower arm. They immediately know, nah, bucko. No, bucko. We know what you are. And they immediately go for it. And we see that Yuta very specifically keeps going for that lower mouth. Because remember, essentially that's the mouth that's confirmed for chants. For some reason, Sukuna does not like chanting out of his top mouth. At least so far. We haven't seen him do it. So he's always going for the lower mouth, which means that Rika and Yuta are innately diving in for that belly mouth in order to make sure he can't do nothing. But since Sukuna still has one hand free, he slashes and punches at Yuta. But we see that Yuta just... he runs right through it. He RCTs straight through it and charges back in. Only for Sukuna to get, look, rough. Like, I'm not sure. I can't tell what he gets hit by here, but I think Yuta literally slashes his mouth open with a new katana, which is crazy. I don't think this is cleave or anything. I think he just legit took a blade and just tore out Sukuna's cheek on some metal, devious, diabolical timing. And we see Mr. Okotsu's like, I must be on more menacing, devious, and diabolical timing, and immediately goes in for it. And we see that Sukuna's like, oh no, he's gonna take out my eye, I can't lose that. And he gets slashed across the face. Once again, they are in the mud with this chapter. They're just going for it, because they can tell, and I love it. I love how serious they're taking this. They know if Sukuna slides out of this one, they're cooked. Unless a certain ghost were to come and save them. But they're cooked. If he wriggles his way out of this one, if he Scooby-Dooby-Doo, like, wiggles away and gets free, they're cooked. And you see Sukuna realizing, wait, we are in trouble. But Yuji Itadori, cold hearts, I think this is Yuji, I can't tell. I believe this is Yuji, who just tears Sukuna's whole arm off. Bro said, hey, you like slashing, huh? Takes the arm clean off. Buttery. Smooth. Diabolical. Yuji, eat it. But with that being the case, the arm comes flying off. And we get a flashback to Yuji explaining the soul book. And once again, this is the soul book from Yuki. This is Yuki coming in clutch. Hallelujah. You know, I'm happy for it. And essentially, I think from the rough translations I saw, the book basically explains, BT dubs, like, you can kind of have two souls in one body, but they'll never properly merge. It's just going to be one soul dominating over the other, which will allow the body to take the appearance of the main soul, but that doesn't mean that souls will ever properly fuse. Ever. Which was kind of already implied in 250 by Sukuna admitting, hey bro, I'm still technically just a cursed object inside of Megumi Fushiguro. I'm not actually Megumi Fushiguro, I'm not completely overridden his soul. So, with that being the case, it leaves an opening for the souls to be separated. And then Hana apparently comes out and explains that, well, yeah, hypothetically, if the souls were very tightly linked, then using Jacob's ladder on him would immediately vaporize both of them. They would both perish, like was explained in 215. But as long as you're able to mink, and separate the soul just enough, Jacob's ladder would only erase the cursed object. Essentially, it's kind of like right now, or at least not right now, it seems like it's very, very loose. But essentially, imagine that Sukuna was giving Megumi a hug. Essentially, he's holding on to Megumi, and Megumi's forced to hug back. Essentially, what Yuji's doing is pulling Sukuna, the where my hug at guy, off of Megumi, enough to the point where they're still connected, like they're basically holding fingertips, but when Jacob's ladder hits, boom, it's gonna mainly affect Sukuna, and Megumi may at most lose his fingers in this hypothetical where my hug at scenario, which is very, very interesting. And it goes to show that Hana genuinely fumbled. Like, she genuinely could have saved Jujutsu if she had just held on for a few seconds longer. So stupid. But with that being the case, I don't blame her. You know, and whatever. You gotta let the plot. But with that being the case, we cut back to the main reality. And now that Sukuna is fully exposed, Yuta says, well, shoot! Don't mind if I do. And he immediately drops max output Jacob's ladder on top of Sukuna, aiming to vaporize, bro. And you see it start to cook him. But of course, they are not letting him go, go for free. They say, you know what? We're going to take a tax off that bucko and immediately remove his arm. Like, I think this is Yuta, very specifically, because it's another katana blade that pierces his arm and takes it right off. And we see Rika still holding Sukuna. Once again, showing the proficiency of Yuta Okkotsu with his domain, because, like, Rika's an evil spirit. Or at least close enough to one. And she is not getting affected by Jacob's ladder at all, while Sukuna himself is still burning and screaming. And we do get to see that Yuji's like, alright, bro, time to wake you up. And he goes in for the swing. He lands that big old final hit on Sukuna, and he dies in the innate domain. Only to see that Megami fumbled. He sold. I knew we shouldn't have wasted time saving you. He gave up. He literally gave up. He could have ended this right here, right now. And guess what, Yuta fans? Your mans may still have been alive if we weren't trying to save Megami. Because bro fumbled. He fumbled so hard. Essentially, remember, the moment that Sukuna decided to say, forget about it, and go for that dropping Hollow Wicker Basket, like he goes to do here, to get that World Slash in. The moment he decided that, you know what, it may be worth taking the risk. World Dismantle, Spatial Slash, the cut that cleaves the world, whatever you want to call it, that was back on the table. He's going for it right here, right now. Remember, he cannot do both. He cannot extend his technique and Hollow Wicker Basket. Right now, he can no longer Hollow Wicker Basket. But guess what? Since Angel's technique, and I guess the output of it is kind of booty meat, so it's Yuji being inside of Sukuna and talking with Megami, but Megami not fighting back at all, woken up, and still conscious, but not fighting back in the slightest, it gave Sukuna the chance to hit that Dragon Scale, a Goodiba of Goodiba, a Beautibaba de Bootiba, and drop World Dismantle. No, admittedly, it's kind of hard to tell if it is World Dismantle, but it's enough damage that Yuta's domain shatters. The reason I say it's hard to tell if it's World Dismantle is because it seems to be, like, way more drastic. Like, these cuts are appearing everywhere. So maybe these are just enhanced dismantles. So, Yuta fans, you still have some hope and cope. Like, maybe he's still alive. But his domain does shatter here. And he likely needs immediate treatment, if not immediate healing. However, remember, Rika isn't fully manifested. Meaning that even if Yuta is super low on cursed energy right now, which I doubt, he could still, like, probably manifest. Oh! And now the ring's on the right finger. So that was just a mistake. Huh. Oh, I just noticed that. Yeah, there was so the ring was on the wrong finger the entire time. So Gege that was a mistake. Okay. Interesting. Alright. So maybe not. But Rika should be able to fully manifest, heal Yuta as long as she's okay. But they all do get hit by this slash. I've been seeing, it seems like World Slash could just be Amp Dismantle though, because if it was World Slash, I don't think it would have so many like divergent parts that are all tearing apart everyone individually. It seems like it would be just World Slash. However, regardless of all that, as the domain shatters, someone calls me God as my girl. Where were you? Okay, you know what? I'm hoping and coping that she didn't attack until this point because saving Megami was still on the table. And then the moment she got the confirmation that saving Megami wasn't on the table, she decided to show up and say, nah, we're just ending this. Hopefully, because she shows up. My goat, the ghost of the ZENIN, the heavenly beast, the monster, the reincarnation, the demonic fighter equal to Toji ZENIN, comes out the clutch and says, hey, remember this one? And pierces Sukuna straight through the back. And Sukuna even smiles at her like, oh, I should have known yo slippery, but I was going to show up here. And I'm excited. Though admittedly, she's probably going to perish. And I say this because she didn't go for the head. Did not learn from her predecessor, not one bit. Why did you stab him in the chest? Once again, unless they're still trying to save Megami somehow, why not just take his head off? You had the advantage body now. But, of course, this chapter is straight gas. From the sheer slobber knocking that goes all throughout it. From everything from the punches to the reveal of Yuta's technique. Having conditions to Yuji, what kind of name was that? From Yuji and Yuta going all they have, bar for bar, band for band, smacking Sukuna up, bullying this man, to Yuji straight literally eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, a cleave, only to straight in Sukuna's face to get the attack off, Yuta going in for the uppercut, Yuji going in for the Manji kick callback. I'm sorry, that one just That one tickled my heart. That one tickled my soul. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really like the Manji kick callback. And then, of course, Rika coming in clutch and knocking Sukuna away, beating him down, still unmanifested. Sukuna decided to say, forget about it, going for the, I'm about to say domain expansion, going for the world slash, and being restrained by Yuji and Yuta. They're fighting for their very last life here. Sukuna getting torn apart, the most damage we've ever seen the character outside of Meguna. And we see him still fight back. Yuta takes the risk, goes in for it, tears Sukuna apart even more. More cleaves, more dismantles, gets the arm torn off. The confirmation that Megumi could have been saved if he wanted to be. Because we get the confirmation that Megumi said, nah, I really don't care for real. And seeing that Jacob's ladder is actually just kind of booty meat is sad, but hey, it'd be like that when it be like that, especially when it be like that, because Sukuna just face tanks the darn thing and proceeds to have Megumi sell, bro. All because, I think what I saw in the translation, he's sad and angry and doesn't want to be saved because he's not worthy of being saved because he got his sister. Once again, if I wasn't trying to be quick and speedy, I'd go through a full diagnostics on what I truly think about this, because Megumi fumbled, in my opinion. Megumi fumbled. But with that being the case, you know I'm happy. You know I'm happy. I'm not happy for Yuta. I hope he's okay. I genuinely do. Once again, I don't think this is actually World Slash. Of course, we see his whole arm get torn apart, and this is a clean slash on his chest, meaning it's probably World Slash. But considering that they all get slashed in multiple areas, I'm running over time, but considering they all get slashed in multiple areas, I just like to imagine this is an empowered dismantle. He still couldn't use World Slash because of how much damage he'd taken. I'd like to assume that. I like to assume that Yuta's still alive. Have some hope, have some cope. We've seen no main shatters before. We've seen that characters can survive it. Hopefully Yuta can RCT through this. Riken can fully manifest and start cooking. But of course, you know I'm happy. I think we're gonna get some Maki Kaisen. Of course, these feats will be horribly irrelevant. As you can see, Sukuna's missing arms, barely regenerating. His soul attunement is at the weakest it counts. So, like, unfortunately, anything Maki does relativity-wise or speed-wise, and once we get a statement that Sukuna's actually fine, like, none of it's gonna matter. But hey, I'm happy for the Toji callback on Sukuna, and I hope she doesn't immediately get one shot. So overall, worthy, straight, gas. I hope you guys enjoyed this spoiler discussion. Once again, I'll drop a longer one soon because there are a lot more things I want to talk about in depth. Once again, I'm trying to be a little Speedy Gonzalez with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, please leave "The Ghost Returns" in the comment section down below. I did thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that little notification bell so you do not miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do happen to have a Patreon below where you can support me for as low as $1 a month. Things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks include the live reaction to this very chapter, along with ad-free variations of all my videos. And if you become a $25 patron or a $25 member, you can order any video you want from me for just 25 beans. But now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Dago the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members, Recliner Plays, Red Wolf 4765, Greyhound, and Atkins Void. I'd like to give another big thank you to our $5 patrons, Victor, Sean, RNG Master, Midnight Gemlord, Metal Solid Crisis, Kevin, Igneal, and Demix LND. Another scrumptious thank you to our $7 members, Autumn, Mornings, Lazo, and Sick Addiction. And I'd like to give another hefty thank you to our $10 patrons, Robbie Uchiha, Joaquin, Idemokami, and China Doll 09. And I'd like to give another gargantuan thank you to our $25 member, Alex Ice Rose. And I'd like to give a thank you, an amazing thank you to our $25 patron, Calvin Elder. And another thank you to our next $25 patron, EHack1. And a final thank you to our final $25 patron, Steeron.